Hello to everyone, guys. Vladimir, the Bulgarian Cowboy Vlad is speaking. We are now going to discuss this upcoming event and also going to do a brief recap. And that's the way it should work right now. I just have to get into the spirit of things. Give me just a few seconds as I really have some things to do to complete. And there it goes. That's okay. Okay, guys. So I'm going live now. Just a sec. Sorry, must take those meds. Okay, I will first proceed with Invicta FC analysis, and then we are going to go with the upcoming event. Fatima Kleine or Klein. Fatima Kleine, I'd say. Fatima Kleine is going to meet Nadia Vera. Fatima Kleine is the Archangel 100, riding on a score 100, 5'6", 67.5 inches, black hole jiu-jitsu fighter, as well as, a submission specialist. And this girl competed at many grappling outings, so many grappling tournaments, and she is a real grappling phenom. One rare naked choke victory over Ariana Melendez. She is a specialist of leg locks, as well as, But if she's unable to drag the fight to the ground, she might have a hard time with her opponents. So that's the way I should go, I guess. Now she's going to meet Nadia Vera, 301, 5'1". Nadia Vera fighting out of Mexico City, Mexico. She was better than Jessica Artavia Tijerino, Carla Pastrana, and Ana Segura for to draw against Nayara Maya, or Nahara Maya. However, sorry, my Spanish is not the best. Bone Breakers MMA. Well, I don't see many much of famous fighters. This is pretty much unknown dojo. I think I'm gonna go with Fatima Kleine. She's coming over black hole jiu-jitsu. I know that they are very good in BJJ. She armbarred Vanessa Demopoulos. It speaks a lot about her. She defeated Ariana Melendez, lost to Brittany Elkin. Well, she grappled some really big names from what I've seen. I think I'm gonna go with Fatima Kleine. Yeah, 81% picked her. So okay, I say first pick gonna be Kleine to win. That is going to be my first pick. Now, my second pick is going to be for the bout between Paulina Granados and Monique Adrian. Paulina Firefox Granados, 440. She is 5'2", 62 inches of reach, fighting out of Alliance MMA. That's a good dojo. Alliance MMA is a very, very good dojo, Jeremy Stevens, Jason Lambert, Dominic Cruz, Phil Davis. She's trained with good sparring partners. Paulina Granados lost to Kyra Batara, lost to Gloria Isabel Bravo Barrios, lost to Julia Jones, Tessa Simpson, defeated Jenna Serio, defeated Stephanie Alba. Yeah, she lost to Marisa Messer Belenki at Invicta. Yeah, split decision loss. Had an interview with Marisa. She said that she was having a hard time against this opponent. Now, Monique Adrian, 4'2", 5'3", 65 inches of reach. While Monique is going to have a 3-inch of reach advantage fighting out of Tsunami Combat Team, Cacapava, Sao Paulo. She lost to Luma Bunmi, lost to Valeska Machado, destroyed Vanessa Santos. She hasn't fought for a while. Yeah, some of the bouts were cancelled, but she was making a long break, so she fought to a decision against Loma Bunmi. I remember that fight was a hard fight to, it wasn't an easy fight to watch. Granados, let me see. Oh, thank you. Hope you are well. Just stopping. Thank you, serial killer. Granados versus Adrian. The fight goes the distance is my pick. Or if I must pick a side, then Adrian, I guess. But Granados was having consistency, but so not gonna be an easy one for me. Definitely not gonna be an easy pick for me. But I'm going to, I would rather stay away from picking a side in this one, but again, then Christina Williams versus Florihani. Florihani is fighting out of French Polynesia, 4-1-0, 5'3", 65 inches of reach. And yeah, she was born in French Polynesia, born France, fighting out of Irvine, California. She defeated Stephanie Page. At LFA, I remember her fight against Valerian Marisota, FA 99. I remember that fight. I watched. She was better than Victoria Leonardo. Oh, she is a very talented fighter. Now I'm going to meet Christina Warhorse Williams, 4'3", 5'8", 67.5 inches of reach. Warhorse is going to have significant advantage, definitely significant advantage, 2.5 inches. But from what I've seen, Christina Williams was having ups and downs, lost to Valerie Letourneau, Juliana Velasquez, Dennis Kilholtz. Bellator defeated Bruna Allen, defeated Emily Ducote, Heather Hardy. Maybe she is a really, really dangerous opponent. And Florihani was having good rivals, but the point that she defeated Victoria Leonardo, but Christina Williams has sharper victories, and Christina Williams was submitted only once by Denise Kilholtz. Florihani is more of a decision fighter. I don't know, man. For this one, I'm gonna go with Williams. Let me see. Christina Williams to win. That is my next prediction. Now I'm gonna do some other matches, and the next fight is between Daniel Taylor and Liz Tracy. Daniel the Dynamite Taylor, 11'6", 5'0", 64 inches of reach, and Saxon's Muay Thai fighter, Herkova striker, lost to Emily Ducote, lost to Juliana Lima, Weili Zhang, JJ Aldrich. She defeated Jessica Penn, Seo Ham, lost to Marina Moroz. She was mostly going the distance, and she was also better than Montserrat Ruiz. This girl has a lot of experience under her belt. Liz the Titan Tracy, 6'4", 5'2", 64 inches of reach. Not much of a significant reach advantage. And Tracy fighting out of Team Oyama. Whoa, Team Oyama. That's a good dodge. She was better than Jodie Esquibel. She armbarred Jillian Robertson. Ooh. Lost to Victoria Leonardo, lost to Dana Bennett. Lost to Andrea Lee. These are serious opponents. She lost to Ashley Yoder. These are serious opponents. Taylor versus Tracy. Fight goes the distance. That is going to be my pick. Taylor versus Tracy. Fight goes the distance. Now, we'll mostly say pick a side. Taylor. I'm gonna pick Taylor if I have to pick a side. So the next one is the match between Milana Dudieva and Denise Gomez. Denise Gomez, 4'1", she is fighting out of Rio de Janeiro. Parana Valetudo, Jean Ruas, Andressa Romero, Andreina Rocha. Who are her sparring partners? Parana Valetudo, that is famous dojo. Let me see. Tiago Monaco. Alright, Parana Valetudo. Milana Dudieva, 12'8", 5'5", 61.5 inches. Fighting out of Vladikavkaz, North Ossetia. And Dudieva lost to Diana Turcuato via split decision. She lost to Carina Rodriguez, Vanessa Porto, Mara Romero Borella, Marian Renault, Juliana Peña. Defeated Elizabeth Phillips. She used to have a good UFC career. 1-2 in UFC. Defeated Christina Marks, but she's on a cold streak right now. I also think about Dudieva, that 32 years of age, she's past her prime. On the other side, Denise Gomez looks more to me like a young gun, and she is ready to prove herself. I'm gonna go against Dudieva. Let's say Gomez to win next. Okay, let's say Gomez to win next. And the next fight is between Carina Rodriguez and Diana Turcuato. You know that the two already fought once. 5'7", 67 inches of reach for Rodriguez out of Puebla, Mexico. Diana Turcuato 10-4-0, 5'5", 65.7 inches of reach. And it's needless to say that they already fought, and Carina Rodriguez outworked her last time. Carina Rodriguez lost to Vanessa Porto, and once she defeated Anna Bennett, once she lost, she defeated Milana Dudieva, Christian Ferrea, Barbara Scioli, and she is a long-time Invicta FC fighter. She also lost to Poliana Botelho and Alexa Grasso, so Carina Rodriguez was losing to real beasts, and their last fight was pretty much close, Could have gone either way from what I've seen. Diana Turquato was better than Sarah Frota, she was better than Dieva Souza. I mean, never easy to defeat Souza. And she lost to Ariane Lipski, which is not a shame, but that victory over Sarah Frota makes me believe that her cardio is very, very good. But on the other side, I doubt she's going to submit Carina Rodriguez, as Carina Rodriguez offers a great submission defense. I really think she offers a very, very much great submission defense. As she lost to Poliana Botelho via kick to the body. She has never been finished, and Diana Turquato is very skillful when it comes to submissions, but that's not going to work this time. She also knows to strike. I think it's going to be another very much of a close combat. And Rodriguez versus Torquato. I say Rodriguez wins. Okay. That is my predictions. All right. Now, hold on. Okay, that's what I just wrote right now. Okay, I said who won and how, and now maybe it's gonna be the time to discuss UFC. So there we go. Now we're gonna see how everything gonna go and what I think about this. What I think about this event that happened. Well, got to say it was a great card for me. Yeah, it was a very much of a great card. I rewatched all the fights. Just wanted to tell you that I rewatched all the fights, and I'm actually, how to say, I'm actually pleased with how it went. I was 10 out of 13, which is a fair score, which is very much of a fair score for me. I was having a pretty much of a fair score, and from what I've seen, could have been better, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, there are some things you can never change. And okay, about the first fight, I was thinking Alexichuk was gonna win. Wasn't thinking that it was gonna go the distance, but Dustin Jacoby outworked him fair and square. Ludovic Klein versus Devontae Smith came as a massive, massive upset for me. That was not something I expected. I expected something very much different to happen. But again, it seems Ludovic Klein saved his UFC contract. He looked pretty much on point against Devontae Smith. I was thinking Devontae Smith was gonna teach him a lesson. I don't know how that judge gave 30-27 to Klein. I scored it 29-28 for Klein, but was a very, very much of a close fight. I rewatched, and I've seen some real improvements in Ludovic Klein's game. So needless to say that Ludovic Klein really did a wonderful, wonderful job. And just 1 second to tweet. Just 1 second. Okay, just a second. Yeah, that's it. Needless to say that I really, really didn't know that Klein was gonna win. So I kicked off with 2 misses. And actually, after kicking off with 2 misses, I was like, all right. I was sleeping. Then Team Elliott defeated Tagir Ulanbekov. I said that fight will go the distance for Tagir Ulanbekov to lose. So it was my first good outing. When people say that Tagir Ulanbekov is weaker than other Dagestani fighters, it kind of makes sense to me, as his wrestling is not that dominant, and Team Elliott showed some good sprawl in defense, and he really showed some wonderful abilities to scramble up, to get back on his feet, and to showcase some really wonderful skills. So, if you ask me, it was a really great night of fighting for Team Elliott. Then Umar Nurmagomedov versus Brian Kelleher. Easy money, I'd say. Rare naked choke victory. I actually put money on Marina and Umar, so put money on Marina Rodriguez and Umar Nurmagomedov, so it was okay for me. Marina Moros versus Maria Agapova. Well, this was my third miss, as I was thinking this fight will either go the distance. I was thinking this fight will either go into round 3 or Maria Agapova to win. I had to pick a side, but Marina Moros submitted her. And these were terrible prelims for me, got to say. Then Nikolai Nagumeranu defeated Kennedy Zechuk via split decision, 29-27 times 2. Well, Nagumeranu really did a great job in that fight. I wasn't expecting that tough fight. I was expecting that's going to be an easy work for Kennedy Zechuk, but against Kennedy Zechuk, but Nikolai obviously has very strong chin. Marina Rodriguez barely won. Yan Xiaonan, man, when I was watching that fight, it was super close. I wasn't expecting it was gonna be that close. I was so impressed with Yan Xiaonan's resistance. Jolene Turner destroyed Jamie Malarkey. I picked no distance for Turner to win 5 out of 8 in the preliminary card. Wasn't a bad one for me. I mean, wasn't the best, but wasn't the bad. But then, a perfect main card. I really had a perfect main card, and when I've seen how perfect this main card was, I just said Sergey Spivak versus Greg Hardy not going the distance, or Spivak to win. Spivak destroyed him via ground and pound. Kevin Holland versus Alex Oliveira. I said Holland to win, but honestly, I was kind of scared. I was kind of scared because Holland didn't look well against Alex Oliveira in the first round, and that return was something very impressive. I haven't expected such a quick return on the side of Kevin Holland, and when Kevin Holland bounced back in round 2 after losing round 1, I was pretty much impressed when Kevin Holland caught his opponent with those barrage of strikes. That's not something I initially expected. I expected something different was gonna happen, and yes, I was pretty much surprised with the outcome. I said to myself, man, what the heck? What the heck happened tonight? I really didn't know what happened tonight in that return, but it was a good outing for me. Then Bryce Mitchell versus Edson Barboza, total domination on the ground. He dragged Barboza and held him on the ground all the time, won all 3 rounds, pretty much easy fight. Then we got the case of Rafael Dos Anjos. I scored 49-46, but I agree with those judges' scorecards. Mckinney didn't do much in that match. Yeah, he accepted on short notice, but easy win for Dos Anjos. Was a very much of an easy win for Dos Anjos. And also in the last outing, I was thinking about putting my money on Colby, but it seems Colby was way more dominant than Marina Rodriguez. But in the end, when I was watching Marina Rodriguez, I scored 29-28 for Marina Rodriguez. So Colby Covington really did a wonderful job against Jorge Masvidal. What a great unanimous decision. Colby really outworked his opponent and taught him a lesson. It was a really great night of grappling, and Colby Colby did a lot in that match. Whenever people say like, well, Colby does nothing, etc. Well, Colby did a lot. Colby did a lot in the match against his opponent, as Colby was working very hard. His stamina was 100% on point, and he was having a hard time dealing with his opponent. Hope you're doing well. Drop into say hello and drop a like. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. How's your day doing? Yeah, I'm better today. I'm pretty much better today. How's your day doing? I assume you're at work, but yeah, I've been working all day, literally. Today been a very, very hard match. Oh, yeah, I was only covering main card. Sorry, I was having some business obligations. Next weekend I'm covering the whole card, so no worries. Next weekend I'm covering the whole card, so no worries. And 10 out of 13 for me. It was pretty much, how to say, very much I'm pleased with the result. And the weekend prior to that, 11 out of 11. You're off. Oh, that's great. That's great. So at least you're having a time to rest a bit. So how's your day doing? Are you resting a bit today, or yeah? I mean, sometimes I also work a lot. Sometimes I'm off, but I'm back to reffing, man. Back to reffing. I have fewer health issues, and it's gonna be better for me, as right now I have fewer health issues. So I'm still on therapies, but as well as you've seen, this main card was outstanding. Yeah, I rewatched the prelims. No worries, I'll always give you support. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you so much. This main card was outstanding. I rewatched the whole prelims. In prelims, I had 3 misses, which was like, I was expecting Alexievchuk to win. I was expecting Klein to lose. I wasn't expecting Moros to win, or that was a big surprise to me. Yeah, I know you will always be supportive. You're a great guy. That's pretty much outstanding. Yeah, I gave Invicta FC predictions. I plan to spread those predictions to some other promotions. For example, I plan to cover more promotions with those predictions, but it depends on my free time. It's not that I have every single day that much free time. This week gonna be a killer, but UFC, I'm covering it. I will cover the UFC for sure. No worries about that from next weekend. I'm always delaying everything because of UFC, and the UFC is my number one. So that is the most important thing in my life. I have to tell you that that's something that intrigues me. And when I woke up, I was feeling so much sorry because I had to miss my favorite sport. And yeah, hey Kevin, how are you, man? Hey, sorry, yesterday I was very tired. I was having some business obligations. Literally, as soon as I came home, I hit the hay as soon as I came home. I literally went to sleep before 8 p.m. As soon as I came home, I literally hit the hay. So I was sleeping until morning, and today, like, been working whole day. But like, tomorrow I will be doing those predictions of UFC. I will announce that stream in the morning. I must check my obligations for tomorrow, but probably 7 or 8 p.m. UK time. But I will announce that stream. I will announce, the premiere, and Azamat is going to win. Well, probably yes. Probably yes. I still haven't done the whole tape study. I done a bit, but I need one more day to rewatch. I need to rewatch few more fights on UFC and Fight Pass to be, to have greater probability of accurate picks. And tomorrow I'm going to watch few more fights, and I will see how everything is going to go. But yeah, I agree about Azamat winning the fight. I do agree about Azamat winning the fight. And also, I'm pretty much confident in Ankalaev, as he is a championship material. But for now, that's just for now, as it's just for now. Also, other fights. I don't know why Kamuela Kirk is the favorite against Damon Jackson. That's weird. Aldridge, Jillian Robertson, I don't see the finish in that one. Probably Bashkara to win, and Pereira, Bruno Silva not going the distance. That's around it. Haven't done detailed tape studies, so tomorrow I need to prepare myself very much better for that. And So tomorrow evening, every Tuesday I'm doing UFC. Unfortunately, odds haven't appeared yet. Odds that I need haven't appeared yet. Checking those best fight odds, and the odds I want haven't appeared. You see, it's not something I want. Like, they only have fight going the distance, not going the distance, under, over, fight goes to decision, not goes to decision. That's like, I'm not just about picking a side. I mean, picking a side is, it's okay, but somebody wants to risk more. Chris Moutinho is the favorite. Whoa, I didn't know that. I was thinking Kanati Moutinho is a toss-up. Fletcher. Samuelsberger is such a heavy favorite. Round 3 is underdog. What the heck? Alex Caceres, good underdog. Moraes underdog against Song Yadong. I don't like that at all, man. Why is Marlon Moraes such a heavy underdog? He nearly beat Merab Dvalishvili. Drew Dober, Terence Mckinney. Mckinney is an underdog. Mckinney, Dober. That could not go the distance, I guess. Magomed Ankalaev, heavy favorite as expected. Of course, it's not going the distance. Pereira will win. Yes. I think Pereira will win. But again, Blindado is dangerous, man. That guy, Blindado Silva, is dangerous. I wouldn't underestimate that guy. No, not because of his striking skills. I mean, Alex Pereira is the best striker in the division. He even knocked out Adesanya, but I am worried what's going to happen if Pereira gets dragged to the ground against Silva. That's something that worries me. I know he trains with Glover Teixeira. But again, he's a striker by default, and Blindado knows everything. He is not just a typical grappler or a typical striker. He is a good all-rounder. Of course, I'm going with Pereira because I think he can keep the fight on distance. He can keep the fight long range. But it's not going to be an easy job for him. Silva isn't even that good on the ground, while he isn't that good for other fighters, if we compare him to other fighters. But let's be honest, Pereira is not a good ground fighter. His scrambles are okay, his defensive skill is okay on the ground, but I don't think Pereira will try to go for a submission attempt. Or I consider him defensively fair fighter on the ground, but offensively, no. I would say no way. But Blindado is not an elite guy on the ground. You are right about that one. So I think I'm gonna back up your pick. I think I'm gonna agree with your pick. Also, this one between Marlon Moraes and Song Yadong. I don't know why Marlon is such a heavy underdog. I mean, okay, he should be an underdog, but not that big, man. Like, I also picked Yadong, but why is he such a heavy underdog? That also makes no sense to me. He nearly defeated Merab Dvalishvili. I mean, I think Merab is better than Song Yadong. Did you see Azamat Sambo fight versus Kutalaba? Oh, yes, I did. Azamat is a beast, man. I think Nchukwi doesn't have much of a chances in that fight. But Kutalaba was good in Sambo, too. Murzakanov, minus 165. Only? What? Only minus 165? Man. Murzakanov is... man. I was expecting minus 3-0 Murzakanov. Maybe the line is going to change even more. Marlon has taken so much damage. Yeah, he's the former WSF champ. That's very good odds for him. Well, I will tomorrow visit my bookie, and of course I will tell which fights I picked for my parlay. Tomorrow. Hello, Niall. But today I didn't go to bookie because at my bookie odds unlock for UFC. Odds unlock on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, Bashkarat is very good odds. Yes, he is. You can, like, at my bookie, you can go on Tuesday and put everything. Put picks, predictions. You can put it on Tuesday. As on Monday, odds are unavailable. They unlock it. Or we also have one book in my state, Meridian Bet. You can go to that place and you can say, for example, I want to play that, and they give you the odd. That's one and only bookie who gives you free odds, but it's like you got to wait for half an hour, and it's kind of annoying. It's kind of very annoying. So I go into a normal bookie, but the fact is you can only pick a side, which kind of sucks. I like playing neutral picks. And to pick a side, I actually have confidence in Ankalaev for now. Azamat is good odds. I was thinking Azamat was going to be minus 300, so I'm surprised with Azamat being minus 165. And other odds, Maverick minus 320. I think Maverick wins, but Mazu is not that bad. Brandage, Unjambula. I would rather go with no distance on that one. Jackson, Kirk. Why is Kirk favorite? This is a pick and fight. Samuelsberger heavy favorite against AJ Fletcher. I don't know, man. Why are they underestimating AJ Fletcher that much? Khalil Roundtree Jr. underdog against Carl Robertson. Again, disagree. This is a pick and fight. Pereira Silva. Okay, I agree with the line. Caceres Yusuf. I agree with the line. Caceres looks like a very, very decent, underdog. Moraes is super heavy underdog. Honestly, disagree with the line. Maybe Song should be minus 150. Ankalaev heavy favorite. Agree. Of course, Dober is favorite against Mckinney, but Mckinney has that knockout power. But with Dober, you never know. He's a good guy. Will Maverick win? I think yes. Pereira no distance, I guess. Tomorrow I will do detailed analysis. I only kind of afraid what's gonna happen if Silva drags him to the ground, but I do have a feeling that Pereira wins, but no distance coming. Oh, I picked Song Yadong to win, but also line should be maybe minus 150. I don't agree with being that underdog. He's too heavy underdog, and I don't like that because he's really, really too heavy underdog. That's something that makes no sense to me. Because Marlon Moraes nearly destroyed Merab Dvalishvili. Song Yadong needs to survive round one. Song is a cardio beast, as much as I know. Every single time I was watching Song Yadong, he showed excellent cardio skills. But am I worried? Oh, yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, because Marlon hits very hard. I mean, it's never easy to finish Merab Dvalishvili, let's be honest. And if it was some other referee, maybe he would have stepped in. If this was some other referee, maybe he would have stopped the fight between Marlon Moraes and Merab Dvalishvili, because at one point Merab's head was bouncing off the canvas. So thanks God the referee didn't stop the fight, but if he stopped the fight, it wouldn't be a bad mistake. Song, pretty solid chin. From what I've seen from his fights, pretty solid chin. Against Cody Stamen, for example, he ate a lot of shots and remained on his feet. Interesting fact, Song is very... You know what is the most interesting fact about Song Yadong? He's only 24 years old and he had 25 pro fights. Guess what? Yeah, he has very strong chin from what I've seen. Against Tyler Phillips, he survived so many big shots. Casey Kenny was unable to knock him out. Never seen like... it says that he was knocked out, but I didn't watch those fights. Alexei Polpudnikov knocked him out. I didn't watch that fight, so I can't comment on that. Interestingly, Song Yadong fought for the first time with 16 years. Whoa, who would say that? I remember that Kyler Phillips was unable to knock him out cold. He had a bet on Marlon during that fight. Could have been stopped. Yeah, could have been stopped. If the referee stopped that fight, nobody would say a damn word, because you remember when Dvalishvili's head was bouncing off the canvas, it was like this at one point, and I was like, Merab is over. And at one point, Merab miraculously recovers. I'm like, what? At one point, he just does a reversal and recovers. I'm like, what the heck? That was the greatest comeback of the year 2021. For me, that fight was the greatest comeback. Don't know about you, but for me, yeah, it was so fucking epic comeback. Never seen a better comeback in my whole life. Yes, he was good underdog as well, and I was pissed. I understand you. I actually picked Merab to win, and I was like, okay, my prediction was wrong. I even stopped commenting at one point when his head started bouncing off the canvas. I stopped commenting because I was like, all right, I literally did this, all right, my pick is wrong. And I see Merab recovers. I'm like, what the heck, man? You ate 20 punches to the head and you go for a reversal. At one point, I really turned my head. I was like, okay, I have 8-1 parlay for you to bet on it, bookies. Oh, Drew versus Bojan Iglovic is next. To bet on it on in bookies. Whoa, 8-1. Let's rock and roll, baby. I'll tell you tomorrow which fights I placed on bookies. I'll tell you, I guess 7 or 8 p.m. PM UK time I will go live, but more probable 7 p.m. because tomorrow I also have to work the whole fucking day. So literally today I haven't raised my head. I got so many topics to write this upcoming week. I got to cover some predictions. Niglovic is next. Okay, go for it. Where is Niglovic from, Otis? Where is Niglovic from? Hey, how are you, Uncle Mark? I've never heard that last name, Niglovic. What is that last name? Never heard that kind of a last name. Niglovic. Don't know. I was thinking that Drew was gonna get that Cage Warriors extension, right? Contract extension, as you said, right? Or I misunderstood. You mentioned some Cage Warriors contract extension. But yeah, we will see. I mean, good luck. Only thinking he was gonna transition to professionals, like already so many amateur bouts. He's got a good score. Yeah, how are you, Uncle Mark? How's everything doing, man? How's your life been? How's everything doing? Yeah, man, it was a great night of fights. And for the upcoming weekend, this UFC event, tomorrow I'll have to watch more fights, definitely, to do some predictions. This card is kind of stacked up. Not easy card for predictions. Volkov Aspinall in jeopardy. Silva Nelson, let me see. Pimblet Vargas, Pimblet easy. Arnold Allen, Daniel Hooker. I want Allen to win so much, but who knows whether it comes to fruition. Pavlovich, Abdurakimov. Also hard to pick. Topuria, Jai Herbert. Lana Carolina, Molly McCann, Cody Durden, Muhammad Mokaev, Jack Short, Timur Valiev, Makvam Americani, Mike Grandi, Corey McCann, Alice Reed. Corey has good chances. That England card makes me happy so much. Will you be alive for a full card? Yes, next time, yes. Then I will skip one when I go vacation. What's next for Masvidal? Well, I think Masvidal should fight. I think he should do a money fight. Masvidal McGregor would be a banger when McGregor recovers, or Masvidal Tony. Maybe he should do a money fight. He just took so much damage. So I think Masvidal took too much damage. I think he's more of a money maker now. Money making fight should be good for him at this point of his career. I would do money making fight if I was him. I will probably go in Bulgaria. I will see. It depends on the whole situation, man. I'm currently, if this war stops, then I will go to Bulgaria. If it doesn't, then maybe I'll skip vacation this year. Hello, Jamie. How's everything doing? I was planning to go to Varna or Burgas or Kustendil. I'll see. But I always like to go to Bulgaria. That's my favorite. That's my favorite place to go. I haven't traveled much since this COVID, and I plan to get back to traveling when this calms down. Currently on therapies, I mustn't travel much because of my damn therapies. Oh, I'm better now. I'm better, yeah. Because I have to receive stupid treatments every single week, twice, 3 times, and that's one of the reasons why I can't travel for a long destination. Santos and Kalaev is card of the year. Well, Santos and Kalaev is a very strong card. So many hard fights to pick. Yes, so many hard fights to pick, man. I'm honestly a bit worried. Tomorrow I will do the breakdown of the card, like in the evening tomorrow I will do. And I think I will actually have, if I hit, if I'm above 66% on that card, I would be very, very, very happy. I'm just saying, if I hit above 66%, I will be extremely happy. Because that card is so hard for predictions. So many fights could go either way, like pick inside, especially that Dober Mckinney, man. Mckinney is a demolisher. He has strong punches, strong submissions, but this is Drew Dober. Yes, it was fantastic, but great domination by Colby Covington, got to say. Was a really wonderful, wonderful night of domination for Colby Covington. But it was a great fight at the end. They got that, how they say, fight of the night bonus, and I do believe they deserved that fight of the night bonus. They deserved it, got to say. They really deserved it. That was a really, really, excellent performance on both ends. I enjoyed the fights. Hello, Robert. Dober by KO. Yes, I agree. How did you do on picks? My picks 10 out of 13. Will Azamat win? Yes. If Covington does fight Poirier, who do you think will win? Covington, because Covington is a heavier weight class. If Poirier transitions to one division above, that is not going to be a good job for him, as he can't hit that hard. Will Azamat win? Yeah, I believe Azamat will win. If Covington does fight Poirier, Covington, because if Poirier moves one division up, that's not a hard hit in Hillbilly anymore. When you move one division up, that's always that's creating new challenges. Oh, well, I was thinking Azamat was going to be minus 300, and minus 165 is actually a good line. Minus 165 is actually a good line for Azamat. I was thinking he was going to be minus 300. Colby would win it anyway, doesn't matter. He's much better cardio, rest and chin, better style. Colby's cardio is awesome. One of the best cardio fighters I've ever seen. That guy never guesses out. I don't know how. Maybe he is not cutting much weight. How much Colby weighs in the off-season? Laying a hammer on him. True. Dustin gives up and bad cardio. Dustin's cardio is not on point. You're right about that one. No, don't tell people to bet him so we get good odds. Okay, no props. Fair enough. I can just say place your bets now till while odds are still good. Okay, not gonna tell anymore. I think Young kinda got screwed over in the decision against Rodriguez. I thought she clearly won. When I rewatched, I was thinking it was 29-28 for Rodriguez, but could have gone either way. I wasn't expecting that Jan was going to be that good. I rewatched that fight today, so I actually scored 29-28 Marina, but was very close. Very, very close fight. Could have been, if Jan won, I couldn't have said anything if Jan won. Because when I watched, I didn't expect that kind of a resistance. I rewatched today. I was thinking it was going to be a walk in the park for Marina, but it seems I heavily underestimated Jan's ability to intercept those multi-strikes. It seems she was having a great strategy heading into that fight. And her strategy was really, really much on point. When I've seen that, I was like, what the heck, man? So many. I was so surprised. I have him in all my parlays. Great odds for him. Great odds. Super odds. Extremely good odds for Azamat. Brutally good odds. I was thinking he was going to be minus 300. Unless Imchuk will land the lucky punch, Azamat wins that one. I mean, Imchuk with cardio is not on point. Nice, very good. Do you think Hamzat will be champ soon? Well, it depends on whether he beats Burns or not. If he wins Burns, then yes, for sure. If he loses to Burns, it changes everything. I picked Rodriguez, but I think Jan did a better job. Beat her to the punch in the first 2 rounds. Actually, round 2 was very close, but I scored for Rodriguez. Round 1 went for Jan, round 3 for Rodriguez. That's how I scored, but the second round was very close. In round 1, Jan was clearly dominant. You are right about round 1. Very, very clearly dominant. Round 2 could have gone either way, but if you scored it for Jan, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. If you scored it for Jan, I don't disagree. Could have gone either way. I've just seen more damage and control when you combine damage and control for Rodriguez. And I know for women that they have some odd scoring system. They value control over damage, which is like... That's why, for example, Lupita Godinez lost to Jessica Penn, and I was like, what the heck? Because I thought that Lupita Godinez clearly won that fight. So I know that they have some weird rule set, women. Super close. Rodriguez had a great third round. Yes, and Jan won round 1 for sure, as much as I've seen. Round 2 was very close. So if you gave it to Jan, I don't think you made a mistake if you gave that round to Jan. I don't think you made a mistake, if you know what I mean. Because I rewatched that fight today, and I was very much surprised with Jan's output, resistance, cardio, and I was having a feeling it was some other person. I wasn't thinking that Jan is that strong. I was thinking she was going down in round 3, and she went down in round 3 when it comes to cardio, but for the first 2 rounds, it was a massive resistance. It was awesome resistance. I knew that Rodriguez has better cardio, but yes, that's exactly what I want to say. She's extremely fast fighter. She's even faster than Rodriguez, but you've seen that her fast twitch fibers were doing a bad job because she got tired in the third. You've seen how she suddenly, in the third, how she started dropping in the third, in the cardio. And Marina Rodriguez is the girl who can fight for 5 rounds in the same pace. So yeah, but her Jan's fast twitch fibers are definitely on point. She's got, I think, the greatest amount of fast twitch fibers among the fighters in that division. Got to say, extremely fast fighter. I wasn't expecting such a resistance from Yan Xiaonan. Yeah, she started to decline. Yeah, she was declining heavily in round 3. As soon as round 3 kicked off, she was like, if she pushed the pace in round 3, Rodriguez would have lost the fight for sure. After that round 2, I was like, Rodriguez used to have bad cardio, but she improved it massively. Only in her first 2 fights, her cardio was poor. I know what you're talking about, but only in the beginning of her UFC run. Then, for example, she fought for 5 rounds. Was it against Mackenzie Dern, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it against Mackenzie Dern when she fought for 5 rounds? I think her cardio was extremely much on point in that fight. She showed some great skills. I think it was against Mackenzie Dern, I forgot. But she used to be a very poor cardio fighter. in the beginning of her UFC tenure. I know what you're trying to say. You are probably talking about her first two UFC fights, right? Yeah, she looked great against Mackenzie, and she stuffed all takedown attempts. But in the beginning of UFC run, her cardio was one of the worst I've ever seen. And I didn't enjoy watching her at the beginning of her UFC career because I didn't think that she was gonna become a championship potential. And now it turned out that this girl is a championship potential. And Yan Xiaonan is also a championship potential, which was even greater surprise for me. Marina was minus 255. I confidently put money on Marina. Guess what? Terence Mckinney pick of the week. Terence Mckinney. Let me see the odd. Whoa. Against the Spartan Calvida, it wasn't great, but she solved the issue. Yes. That's what you were talking about. Yeah. I understand what you're trying to say. Yeah, I understand. She used to be, but now she improved herself massively. She is looking way much better now. Got Mckinney by submission. I'm going to watch more fights tomorrow and tell you, but I think if you really want risky odds, try with Mckinney inside the distance. It's probably going to be plus 200 or plus 300. I don't know. Yeah, but I'd just say put money to win because Dober is tough. Yes, absolutely. Dober is very tough fighter. And that is Drew Dober. It's not like Matt Frevola or his previous opponent Dober is like if you beat Dober, you should be top 10. That's how I see it. If you're able to beat Dober, you should be in top 10. If you can't beat Dober, you don't deserve the spot in top 10 of the division. So, has Mckinney ever gone to a decision? I had an interview with him. As much as I remember in his previous fights, I think he went only once. I think he told me that he went only once. I'll have to check that. Did he ever go the distance? I think only once. Or no, it seems never. No, never. Never. Had an interview with him, I forgot that. No, never. I'm watching now, it apology. Even in amateur results, I don't see him going the distance. No, never. I never knew. Yes. Can you get up his stats, KOs, and subs? Okay, I will take a look. I will send you now Terence Mckinney interview. There you go. Yes, I had Terence Mckinney interview. That's him. I'm gonna send you. Hold on, I'm gonna send you that stats. There you go. First Terence Mckinney interview. 100% finish rate, yeah. I'm gonna check now his stats. How many submissions? Hold on. He lost to Derek Mina and Sean Woodson, and he lost to Tyron Henderson. His record is 12-3 for T-Rex. How many submissions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 submissions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 KOs or TKOs. 7 submissions, 5 KOs or TKOs, and 3 losses. 1 loss via doctor stoppage due to an injury, 1 loss via flying knee, and 1 loss via triangle choke. Yeah, I'll definitely be putting bit on finish and just win. Yeah. If you wanna, that is my interview with Terence Mckinney. I interviewed him in the beginnings. Yeah, I interviewed that guy, so that's okay. He's a great guy. Yeah, Terence Mckinney is a great guy and a great fighter too. I mean, when I said that he was gonna defeat Ziam, people were saying like Ziam is fighting in Bulgarian top team and you're picking against your own guy. While Mckinney is a better fighter, it was so obvious. If the fight went in round three, if the fight had gone into round three, then it would have been a massive advantage for Fares Ziam because Ziam is a cardio machine. And in the first two rounds, I was giving heavy advantage to Terence Mckinney, so people were criticizing me for picking against my own guy. But yes, Ziam is a member of Bulgarian top team, but I'm trying to be realistic, guys. It was a hard decision to pick against a member of a Bulgarian top team, but I chose to do it, and it was it was a wise pick. It's never easy to pick against your own, but it's a wise pick. I knew Mckinney was gonna give him a hard time because Terence Mckinney, that guy is either going to win via stoppage, either he's gonna lose via stoppage. And Fares Ziam is not how you say. Fares Ziam is not a demolisher. He prefers cardio battles, long range battles. That's what Fares Ziam likes. He enjoys that. And also, I will be live for 4 more minutes, then I will have to go to sleep. Tomorrow is a very hard day. I got to write something, and there are many things I need to focus on. So 3 more minutes. I will probably give predictions for more fights this week. I will check how everything goes and take a look at that. I plan to cover more promotions. I will try at least. So we'll see how it turns out in the first place. I'm hoping this weekend brings a good card of fighting. For boxing, I only have Saturday events to pick, and I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I think I will have time. So hope we all gonna enjoy on this voyage, and hope this journey will never end. I'm really enjoying what I do, and I have a base of very much loyal fans and followers, which kind of inspires me. This oh, this is pretty much a good experience for me. When you have the army of very loyal fans, that's awesome. That's really much awesome. Also, I'm learning to counter wrestle, just to say. I'm learning at Tahile to counter wrestle, and I'm learning to wrestle. I have never wrestled before. So wrestling is hard, guys. Believe me, wrestling is extremely hard. 2 more minutes, then I will go. Tomorrow. Yeah, I remember, man. You're my longtime follower. You're a great guy. Tomorrow, probably 7 p.m. UK time, but I will announce tomorrow during the day. I will announce that stream. So I have some obligations during the day, and it depends on my obligations when I will be able to, you know. Oh, 1 year. Awesome. Thank you, man. Because I have to write something, I have to finish something, but I guess around 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern time, I guess that will be the time to start, but I will announce. I'll be here. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. All right, thank you for this support. And tomorrow we're gonna discuss. Also, tomorrow I need to rewatch few more fights at UFC on Fight Pass because I like to watch fights prior to giving UFC predictions in live. I really like to watch fights to see how fighters function. Are they better wrestlers, grapplers? Which are positive and negative sides of their performances? So I really like, and I have to do it tomorrow. I also have to write few articles, so tomorrow gonna be a hard day, and I can't wait for it. But I will announce time. So thank you now for following. Have a great day, and see you all next time. Tomorrow, if you see me during the day going live, then it's probably I'm just giving other predictions. But for UFC, I will announce. Have a great day, everyone. Night, night.